Hey, what is poppin', guys, and welcome to another video. I'm super happy that you've tuned back in today and that you've taken your time to really focus on maximizing your mental and physical performance. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to leave your favorite question down below so I can help you out even more, and press the subscribe button and activate the notification bell. I'm gonna post daily value videos so you get notified every time I post a new video. Another quick thing before we jump into it: if you want to maximize your mental and physical performance so you can work up to 3 to 4 hours more every single day, massively increase your bottom line as an entrepreneur, or in general just level up in life, you can right now schedule yourself a free first call with me or with somebody from my team where we exactly look at your situation, create a strategy for you, and absolutely get you to crush it in your business, in your performance, in your health, or in life in general. So go ahead right now and click the link down below and get your strategy session scheduled. Other than that, let's just jump right into it. So caffeine and performance. A lot of people say, oh, I drink 4 or 5 coffees every single day because it just makes me awake and it just hires my performance a lot. And the thing with coffee is first of all, I would use it as a tool and I wouldn't use it as a means to actually get more energy and as a means to get awake. Because if we look at the scale and if we look at what we have here, is caffeine is something that hires your performance if you use it the right way. If you use it the wrong way, it is actually going to destroy your performance and it actually gets you hooked, so you need more coffee to actually function. So let's look at this. Let's say you're a virgin coffee drinker and you've never had caffeine before. You had a caffeine break and right now you're getting back to caffeine. So you drink your first coffee and what you have right here is you got caffeine induced energy, okay? So that's always your base energy level here. And then you got caffeine induced energy. So let's say you drink a coffee at the morning, you've just had a caffeine break, so it's going to give you more energy and you're going to be more productive throughout your day, which is a good thing, right? It hires your performance, it increases your performance. Now let's look at what happens if you do that over a longer period of time. What kind of period of time? It highly depends on how much caffeine you have on a daily basis. A lot of people have a lot, and a lot of people aren't really at that place anymore where it's useful. They're more at this place where it's not really useful and where it's actually destructive. But we're gonna go into that in a bit. So what happens right now after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months of having that same routine over and over, depending on how much you drink every day, you're going to start creating a tolerance for caffeine, okay? And now what we have here, the caffeine induced energy is a lot lower than it used to be, and your basic energy that you have when you wake up is also a little bit lower because your body starts to depend on the caffeine to get its energy from, okay? So you're lowering your basic energy and you're also lowering the energy you can get from the caffeine. So at this point, the caffeine will still give you a little bit more energy above your basic energy, but it goes down a lot, okay? So let's say you do this further, and what's going to happen, and this here is the place where most people in today's society are, is you do this further, then you need more and more caffeine, more and more caffeine, and what's going to happen is your basic energy is going to shrink, where it's down to a lot less than it used to be, and you need the coffee every single day, and you need even a higher dose of the coffee because your tolerance is getting that high that you actually can hit your normal base of energy. So the caffeine isn't of a good use of you anymore, it's just needed right now to reach your basic level of energy. Meaning you're basically a drug addict. it sounds crazy, but caffeine is a drug as well, right? And right now you need caffeine to actually operate at the level you usually would operate at, and then you even need a higher dose to continue to perform at that level. So what people do is they always increase their dose of caffeine. They drink one more coffee, they drink another energy drink, yada yada, and what happens then is they drink a lot of caffeine every single day. They need to higher the dose consistently, and if you drink too much caffeine, it had been proven to raise your anxiety levels. So for example, you're a business owner, or you're a salesperson, or whatever you might be. It raises your anxiety level, so you don't perform as well on sales calls, you don't perform as well in your business, because you always are a little bit more scared. And yeah, anxiety levels destroy your sleep, destroy your overall performance, which also cuts the energy level even more. So you need a higher dose again, and it's just a cycle that over time totally destroys your performance. So what it's going to do, it raises anxiety levels, you have a lack of focus, you have low energy without caffeine, and it's worsening your sleep. And it's decreasing your sleep quality. So then the decreased sleep quality will decrease your energy even more, and what starts to happen is you start to end up in a hell cycle. So what you should do is you should include caffeine breaks here and there, where you for 14 to 28 days cycle off your caffeine, so you get back to the normal level and your energy levels get back to where they used to be, so you can operate normally again, okay? And my recommendation is you shouldn't even let it come to this point where you need coffee to actually hit your basic energy level. Where you should move is here, between caffeine increasing your energy levels and caffeine still increasing your energy levels a little bit, and then you should do a caffeine break where basically gets you back to normal, okay? And how long does that take? I would recommend to do a caffeine break every 2 to 3 months, depending on how much caffeine you drink and how much caffeine you're hooked on, okay? And I would never let it get to that, because if you let it get to that, it takes a while until your energy is back to normal, and you're going to have 1 or 2 weeks where you perform lower than you actually do, because you don't have the caffeine to higher your energy, to increase your energy levels. And yeah, you will need some time to get off that hook. So it always moves between those two areas, and that's a time frame of 2 to 3 months, depending on how much you drink. So you also never get into those increased anxiety levels, lack of fears, lack of focus, low energy, and worsening your sleep. You don't have that. You always just move in between that. So wrapping it up, got some more recommendations for you on how you can use caffeine the best possible way. So it is actually a tool, because it can be a really useful tool. And I myself, for example, when I record those videos, I have 1 or 2 coffees, so my energy level increases and I can perform better. But I'm using it as a tool, and I'm not using it to get my motor going and to get hooked onto it. So my recommendation is take a break for 14 to 28 days every 2 to 3 months, so your tolerance can go down again. If you are lacking energy throughout the day, and if you work from home, I would take a cold shower, so you get more oxygen into your blood, and then you get awake again, instead of bumping in another coffee, raising your tolerance, and then at the end of the day not really getting anything out of it. So if you work at home, take a cold shower. If you're super tired, jump in the shower for 2 minutes, and I bet you will be awake again. Or if you work somewhere else, take a walk outside. Take a walk outside, especially if it's cold. Don't go out without a jacket. Like, really feel the cool air. and just do that for a couple minutes, and your energy levels will be restored again, because your blood gets flowing and you get more oxygen into your system. Because most of the time, if you get tired, you need more oxygen in your system, or you need more water, but you don't need coffee. Another recommendation I have is no more coffee approximately 8 hours before sleeping. That also depends on your tolerances, and that is different from person to person. Some people shouldn't drink coffee 12 hours before they can go to sleep, because it just your body needs some time to actually get it out of your system, and then it affects your sleep, and it also affects your overall energy levels. And that is the final recommendation, and the most important one in my opinion, is use it as a boost for special occasions and not as a day-to-day necessity. Okay, so for example, if you're filming content, you can have 1 or 2 coffees before, so your energy level rises. Or you want to hit a new PR at the gym, you can have 1 or 2 coffees, so you can have a pre-workout booster before, so you hit another PR. But if you do it on a day-to-day basis, it starts to become a necessity, and it actually isn't helping you, but you just need it in order to perform at your usual level, and which isn't the point. So use it for special occasions, so you can overperform, and you're here in that range, so it raises your performance. And make sure to do a break every 2 to 3 months for 14 to 28 days to get it restored again. So in hindsight, caffeine is a super awesome thing. It helps you a lot in special occasions. I drink coffee, I love to drink coffee, and I do it. But I plan it, and I do it in a structured way, so it maximizes my performance, and I use it as a tool. So I hope that helped. If you liked the video, again, make sure to give it a thumbs up, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and comment your most pressing question down below, and I'm going to make a video about it. I'm going to make a video every single day. So subscribe and stay tuned, and if you want to talk one-on-one so we can help you and create a strategy for you, click the link down below right now to schedule your free strategy session with me or somebody from my team, so we can get that handled for you. Other than that, let's rip it, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.